Please join me in Gasho. Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs.
Wow, there's a lot of people here today. Welcome to our May Shotsuki. We will begin this service with mokuso, or silent sitting meditation, followed by the shomyo, or the recitation of the Namu Amida Butsu.
Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs, Naman Nobs.
Please rise and turn to page 325 for the Vandana and the Tisarana.
For those of you who are joining by Zoom, it's on the screen. Actually, for those of you in the Hondo too, I'll put it up on the screen as well. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened supremely awakened one. Buddham saranam gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. Dhamma saranam gacchami. I go to the Dharma for guidance. Sangam saranam gacchami. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Naman knows, Naman knows.
Please turn to page 306 for the Shinshu Shuka. Please sit down. We will now have Sambujo on page 89, followed by the chanting of the Sambutsuge on page 73.
So during the Sambutsuge, Hiroko will be calling out the Shotsuki names, right? And there are 2 incense burners, so please feel free to use both of them. Namanabs, 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 namanabs. 本日ここにうやうやしく三仏編成の小学を仰ぎ、慎みてスティーブスン仏教会2023年5月小月法要を言修す。如来へ向の真実心をもって法恩の誠をいたし、仏徳を賛嘆し立て祀る。願わくは如来の大慈大悲心をもって、無量の功徳一切衆生の上に栄光したまわらんことを、南無帰依仏、南無帰依法、南無帰依僧。This morning, in the quietude of Amida's temple, we have gathered here to commemorate the May 2023 Shotsuki monthly memorial service, in which we honor the memories of our loved ones who have returned to the Pure Land during this month of May. We faithfully recite the Nembutsu and humbly join our hands in Gassho. May the fragrance of incense teach us the purity of our intentions, and may the beauty of the flowers offered remind us of the glory of the Dharma. May the lights that burn brightly upon the altar lead our thoughts to Amida's eternal light of wisdom and boundless compassion that dispels the darkness of our ignorance. Yo
秋月助信、明月竹代、Bauer, Joseph, George, Doy, Leona, Hamade Hatsuyo, Hamaura Kichiro, Haya Haruko, Hayashi Yasu, Hirose Ted, Ikari Toshiko, Ikeda Hisano, Inoue Tomojiro, Ishida Takezo, Ishida Tracy Toru, Kano Kikumi, Kawabata Victor,
Ino ga go 下落安のお仏神明是がし上
北で安尾
力上
工藤メリーよしこ栗山菊代老領子孫志賀信行慶良神事食毒中学業生じ人十倉本富幸前川サンドラ竹野松葉信夫松村康江宮崎匠森道春村尾道高村尾中子永田小吉西照夫錦浜このすけ野村幸恵大川正月すぐ岡野文夫岡野秀夫岡野正次大阪ジョージ大城アート・イェイチライアン・リー・タカシ坂本・クラウデット Sakamoto Noboru. Sakata Chiyoko. Sakata Masakazu. Sakiyama Fukumatsu. Sakiyama Joy. Sameshima Hisako. Sato Fumie. Shirakawa Kichiro. Tabata Tatsue. Tabata Yoshiaki. Takasaki Kazuo. Takeuchi Fujitaka. Taniwa Te. Toyoda Fusako. Upadaya Hisaka. Yamamoto Kazuhiko. Yamamoto Nancy Sumiko. Yamamoto Terumi. Thank you, everyone. Now, Reverend Grant will give his Dharma talk.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see so many people here this morning for the May Shotsuki monthly memorial service. At the same time as Hiroko was reading out the names, the longer I am a minister here, the more I recognize, oh yeah, I did the service for that person, or I did the service for that person. So it's both nice to see you all, yet at the same time, it's a reminder of the impermanence of our existence. I'm going to say a few words in Japanese first, and then I'll give my talk in English afterwards. 皆さんおはようございます。ようこそ5月の小月法要にお参りしていただきました。まず最初にご賛談をいただいて、それから日本語で少しばかりお話しさせていただきたいと思います。それでは皆さんの合唱をお願いします。念仏成仏これ真宗南無阿弥陀仏南無阿弥陀仏。今日の法話はですね、名付けて南無阿弥陀仏心の旅っていう題を勝手につけさせていただいたわけなんですが、皆さんも画面に映っている南無阿弥陀仏って見えますか？これが浄土真宗では六字名号というんですけど、阿弥陀様の名前ですね。でもただ阿弥陀様の名前だけではないんです。南無阿弥陀仏、もしくは南無阿弥陀仏とも言います。で、今日はですね、なぜこれを出したかと申しますと、実を言いますと私がもうずっと2008年頃からですかね、浄土真宗の英語通信教育というコースがあって、それの、担当者の一人になっているわけなんです。このコースはですね、もともとは日本で中央仏教学院という学校があって、そこがですね、浄土真宗の通信教育のコースを出してたわけなんです。そして、ある時西本願寺の御門主様が、ぜひこれを英語版も出してあらどうかっていう依頼があったわけなんです。それからですね、それはだいたい2005年だったと思うんです。で、そこからある委員会を作って、この通信教育がですね、2008年頃から始まっているわけなんです。で、私は最初から関わってるんですけど、一番最初のですね、その委員会の会議がですね、なんとこの北米海峡区のですね、北米海峡区の夏の府県って海峡士たちが集まる集いがあって、そこで最初に2005年に話したわけなんです。でもその年はですね、たまたまその夏の海峡士府県がですね、ネバダ州のリノっていうところで行われてた。皆さんリノってわかりますか？ギャンブルのラスベガスに続いて、次に大きいギャンブルの街なんですけどね、私がそこにその海峡士の集いに行ったわけなんですが、このカナダからアメリカへ行くとき、国境というか税関はカナダの空港で通るわけなんですね。カナダから行くときは。で、私も税関に通らないとダメだったので、その税関通るときにですね、どこに行くんですかって聞かれたんです。で、リノに行くって言ったんですね。何しに行くんですかって言った。僧侶の集まりに行くって言った。そしたらもちろんその税関の方がびっくりしてですね、リノに僧侶の集まりっていうことになったんですけど、ちょっと説明しなければならなかったわけなんですが、とにかくこの通信教育っていうオンラインですねで受けるコースには大体どういうことかっていうと、その生徒たちが毎月ですね、この 文章を読まなければならないんですよ。浄土真宗の教えについて。そしてそれについて今度生徒たちがエッセイを書くわけなんですね。提出するんです。で、そのエッセイが先生方、私も含めてそれを受けて読んでコメントするわけなんですね。で、2008年から関わってるんですけど、非常に面白い、私にとってもすごい刺激になるわけなんです。なぜかというと、普通だったらお寺に来るとお寺のメンバーばっかりなんですけど、この通信教育っていうのは世界中のどこからでも受けられることになって、全く浄土真宗のことを知らない方も受けることもあるわけなんですね。でも、そのいろんな方の経験、話を聞くと非常に刺激になって面白いことを素晴らしいご案いただいたこと何回もあるんですが、今回もですね、実を言いますと、今も私5人の生徒を見てるんですけど、そのうちの1人がですね、非常に面白い自分の人生を語ってくれたんですが、簡単に申しますと、この方はですね、もともとテキサス州に住んでる方なんですよ。で、住んでた方で、そこでですね、軍隊に入ってたわけなんですね。で、2001年に初めてこの仏教と出会ったっていうんですよ。で、その仏教というのは、この人は禅宗の、中国の禅宗のお寺に最初に参加したっていうんです。で、そこでですね、Teaching of the Buddha って、聖典仏教伝道協会という、組織があるんですけど、その仏教伝道協会が出版している、Teaching of Buddha っていう本をいただいたっていうんですね。で、その中で阿弥陀ブダのことが書いてたと。阿弥陀様のことが書いてたと。で、彼がこの阿弥陀様という仏さんに非常に興味を持ってですね、今度浄土真宗のことをいろいろお念仏の見教えをいろいろ調べることになったと。で、彼はですね、ずっと13年の間は、この禅宗のお寺に行ったんだけど、どうも自分はいくら頑張ってもなかなかその悟りというものを得られなかったと。で、逆にですね、これが苦痛になってきたと、自分にとっては。で、逆にですね、この阿弥陀様っていうのは、このお任せの世界っていうのが非常に面白いと思ってですね、しまいに彼はこの念仏の見教えに惹かれて、彼がこの念仏者となったということをですね、このエッセイの中で書かれているわけなんですよ。で、私は非常にこれは面白いなと思って、この親鸞上人という方も、実は言いますと、来週ここで親鸞上人の、誕生日を祝う御誕へのお参りがあるんですが、この親鸞上人の一生涯を考えてみても、彼もいろいろな旅したわけなんですね。9歳から29歳の間は、天台宗の僧侶として、天台仏教をずっと修行されてこられた方なんですね。激しい修行を励んできたわけなんですけど、親鸞上人はその29歳の時までいくら修行しても修行するほど自分は悟りから遠ざがっているような気がして、しまいには、天台、比叡山から降りてですね、六角堂というお寺で100日間こもって、これから先どうするかっていうことを考えたわけなんですね。で、親鸞上人も最終的にこのお念仏の見教えにたどり着いたわけです。で、先ほど御三代で読んだ詩はですね、これは親鸞上人が書かれた言葉、念仏、成仏、これ真宗っていうのはですね、念仏を唱えてお浄土に参らせていただけるのが、これが浄土真宗でありますよっていうことですね。何も他にありませんと。簡単でございますが、念仏唱えてお浄土に参らせていただけるのが、これが浄土真宗の見教えである。で、この南無阿弥陀仏というのはですね、これがですね、南無というのは私たちのことである。 この主情のことであって、そして阿弥陀仏が阿弥陀如来のことであって、南無阿弥陀仏を唱えると、私と阿弥陀仏が一つになるっていうんですね。その簡単な合唱の姿の中に、全てが定まるわけなんです。私と阿弥陀様が一つになるとき、あるいは私と亡くなられたご先祖様たち、正月の方々たちが一緒になられる一瞬であると。なんとこれは素晴らしい教えであり、なんと心が安らかに、心が癒される、教えであるということをですね、今日皆さんちょっと長くなりましたけど、日本語の方は返させていただきたいと思いますので、最後にはもう一度皆さんと一緒に合唱して終わりたいと思います。南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏。Okay, I must be, I apologize. I had a bout of COVID a couple of weeks ago. I must be getting better because I'm talking up here and my talks are getting longer and longer. So it's a sign that I must be starting to get better. But this morning I wanted to share with you, as you can see on the screen, this is actually what we call the Nembutsu, or the name of the Buddha. And it's 6 characters, Namu Amida Butsu. Okay? And I was mentioning in Japanese that I entitled my Dharma talk today, Namo Amida Butsu, or Nembutsu is the journey of the heart. Journey of the heart. And what I wanted to share with you, from about 2005 is when it started. I have had the good fortune to be part of what we call the English, Jodo Shinshu English Correspondence Course. Okay? This originates from Japan. In Japan, there's a school called the Chuo Bukkyo Gakuin, or the Central Buddhist Academy. And there, they've had this online education for many years now. And at one point, the Gomonshi-sama, who is the head of our Honganji organization, Gomonshi-sama suggested, he said, it would be nice to have an English correspondence course. So it was passed on to ministers here in North America. And I was asked to be part of a committee that formed this correspondence course. And I was, in Japanese, I was explaining that the very first meeting was in 2005. And it was held in conjunction with the Buddhist Churches of America Summer Fuken, which is a summer gathering of ministers in BCA, Buddhist Church of America. And every year they rotate the location of where they hold these meetings. It so happened in 2005, I don't know how they chose the place. I wasn't the organizer, but it was held in Reno, Nevada. Okay, so when we go down to the States from here, of course, we go through customs at the airport here, right? So I was still in Toronto at that time. And I remember going to the customs and going, the custom officer asks you, where are you going? And I said, oh, I'm going to Reno. And he says, oh, why are you going there? And I said, I'm actually going for a minister's convention. And he looked at me and he said, in Reno? And I said, yes, in Reno. But anyways, from that initial meeting, and then the actual program started in 2008. And so I've been, I'm what they call an instructor. And it's a little bit of a exaggeration, I guess, because what it is that every month, it's a 2-year course that students enroll in. In fact, some of our members have actually taken it. Elmer, for one, I know, is the one who graduated from it. But every month, the students receive text that they have to read. And by the end of the month, they have to then submit an essay. And then the instructors, they get the essay and were to make comments on the essays that were written by the students. So I've been one of these instructors since about 2008, right? But anyways, one of the it's been a really wonderful experience to be part of this whole course, because when we come to the temple for services, Shotsuki service or whatever, I'm talking to mainly people who have had some background in Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. But this online course is a whole different creature in itself, because anybody from anywhere in the world can sign up. It's online, right? So I get students from various parts of the world. And so every session, we're assigned so many students to look after. And presently, I'm looking after 5 students. And I had a wonderful experience with one of these students. I just wanted to share, as part of his essay, he sort of gave me a background of his life. And this person was originally from Texas. And he said he was in the Army, in the military in Texas. He had a career in the military. And in 2001, he said he joined a Chan, which is like a Chinese Zen school or temple in Houston, Texas. And he was going there for a number of years. And it was there that his master gave him the book, A Teaching of Buddha. Some of you might be familiar with. It's an orange-covered book. It was produced by an organization called Bukkyo Dendo Kyokai, or Buddha Dharma Foundation. And in that book, he says, is where he first encountered what we call Amida Buddha. And it surprised him, because his Zen teacher had never talked about this Amida Buddha before. And so in reading about Amida Buddha, he found that through chanting the name of the Buddha, one is liberated from suffering and enters what we call the Pure Land. And so he became very interested in this Amida Buddha and started reading and did a lot of reading of many various books associated with Pure Land Buddhism, more specifically Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. And so from that point on, he's become a Nembutsu follower, or one who follows this particular school of Buddhism. And now he says he's in northern Minnesota, I think it was. But he said that for him, through these many years that he was practicing the Zen Buddhism, the harder he practiced, he said, the less he felt like he was getting it. And that he was feeling frustrated by it, actually. And it was only when he realized that this Nembutsu teaching, which states that through the working of the Buddha, we are awakened to the oneness that exists. And through the name of the Buddha, and this is the name written up here, we come in contact with the eternal or the infinite. So, Namo Amida Butsu, these 6 characters, 6 simple characters, but there's a lot of meaning behind it. And it's not just the name of the Buddha. There's 2 parts to it, actually. Namo, the first 2 characters, it can be either pronounced Namu or Namo, okay? But these first 2 characters represents us. It means to take refuge, taking refuge. And then Amida Buddha is the 4 characters, the Buddha of infinite light and infinite life, okay? So when we recite Namo Amida Butsu, it's saying, I take refuge, or I become one with the Buddha. So through this very simple process, just by putting our hands together and reciting the name, we are reminded, or we are awakening to the fact that we are one with the eternal, one with the infinite. And in the case of the Shotsuki memorial service, we are one with our ancestors who we have come to remember today. And so what this individual found, and this is exactly what the founder of Jodo Shinshu, Shinran Shonin, found, was there was a great weight that was lifted from his shoulder, that I don't have to create the merit to attain enlightenment. I don't have to be perfect. I am accepted just as I am. With my faults, with all my warts, I am accepted just as I am. And through the name of this Buddha, through reciting Namo Amida Butsu, I am reminded, I am one with those who have gone before me. I am one with the infinite. Have any of you watched, what was it? Star Wars Rogue One? There's one of the Star Wars stories, but there's a character, he's like almost like a Buddhist monk, and his mantra is, I am one with the Force is one with me. I am one with the Force is one with me. Well, Namo Amida Butsu, it's not the Force, but it is, I am one with the infinite. I am one with infinite light and infinite life. And so, as we gather here to remind ourselves or remember our loved ones, through this very simple gesture, remember, we are one with those who we love, and we are one with the Buddha. So please join me in Gassho as we recite the name again. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. And I wanted to also thank all those people who were constantly asking me, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Well, as you can see, I'm doing much better now, so thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Grant, for your great Dharma talk today. We will now stand for the Gatha Ondok-san on page 307. Please sit down. We will now present the offertory.
Okay. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
If you look at the notes on the program, there is a memorial service for Genevieve Iwata. You may remember her as the lady who played the organ here for decades. I think probably from the 1970s. So she passed away in March. And so the memorial service will be at 2 o'clock this coming Saturday. And there's other events. There's a Manning Park retreat on the long weekend. So the Reverend Roy Sensei will be conducting the Sunday service on the 21st. And the temple office is closed on Monday. And also the last Saturday in May, we will, weather permitting, we will have an outdoor garage sale. And there are obon, details on the obon on the last page. So,
Also, the Vancouver Island Obon Cemetery tour on the last page.
in August.
In August.
Mid-August, right, Ned?
Mid-August.
Yeah. So there, you're going to Ucluelet, starting
Ucluelet.
off at Ucluelet.
Yeah.
And continuing on to,
Port Alberni,
Yeah.
Cumberland,
Yeah.
Chemainus, Nanaimo, Duncan, and Victoria.
so I think you're renting a 12-seater van. So please register with Reverend Grant if you're interested. I think that's it, isn't it? Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so there's refreshments out there. So please have green tea and enjoy the rest of this sunny day.
And please pick up the correct homyo.
Thank you for coming.
No more. Thank you, everyone on Zoom.
Thank you.